Yo, welcome to another episode of Selective Ignorance. I'm your girl, Mandii B, and here we mind our business, except when the tea is scorching and the government is lying, hun. This week, and This Is America, the Epstein files are being released. Yes, those files, y'all know, the ones that they said didn't exist. But somehow now they are out and about and ready for us to explore. But we'll also see, because they're redacting mad shit out of it. So who knows what we're going to get. It's giving a fallacy. Meanwhile, the maggers are finally burning their little red hats. And not because Trump is out here showing us again that he doesn't care about basic human rights. Oh, no. It's because he might have allegedly put a little dick in his mouth. That's the line in the sand for the Republicans, apparently. And why are the barbs in the White House? Why is Trump acting like he gives a fuck about Nigeria? Well, we're getting into that as well. Then in Celebrities Say the Darnest Things, rapper The Game admits that he's losing sleep because he realized he wasn't a good man and wasted women's time. Sir, that's not insomnia. It's called consequences. And is this another case of men know better? They just choose not to do better. We're going to get into that. And then also, apparently, all these celebrities are meeting with rabbis. Do they even speak the same language? I don't know what's happening. Y'all grab your side eyes and your ignorance, because we're diving into it. And per usual, I am joined by my super producers. I got journalism Jayson.
Gang.
Which, unfortunately, he's not here for me
I'm
to
back
touch.
on punishment.
He's also not here to get inside of a king,
Whoa,
which...
Okay.
Inside
is crazy.
Okay.
Hey.
Beside, inside.
No, this
All
is
I know
difference.
is...
That's
He-
big difference.
You mean he's not here to wild me up? He's not here to wild me up.
But that's what I'm saying. He put something in your back from the back.
Why
Okay,
is
maybe
that?
that. I just like to make things stop.
You gotta,
What is this?
redact the file.
Yo, redact.
No. Y'all know that
It's the Epstein's file, not the Robinson file.
We were up in New York and got to record quite a bit of episodes, and I just felt like, hey, King, you showed up as somebody that I hadn't seen you as.
Really?
It was giving Combat Jack Potter. Okay,
Nah, it was regular.
Okay.
It was regular.
Yeah,
Nah,
I think so.
You had some opinions.
I think it was what we were talking about. I think this is the ebbs and flows of the conversation, and those conversations, were pretty,
Oh man, he said we gotta be better.
I think this one today might be one of those. Today might be one of those.
Nah, today's gonna be
Do
fun.
you pod quietly in your crib? Like,
Do I pod quietly? Do I do anything quiet?
no, like Jay, do you be in the house like discussing shit?
Yeah, bouncing. It's like taking shots.
I do that
It's like,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, 100%.
If I had the mics on at the crib, I'd have been. I had no friends.
I do listen to.
I was lighting everybody up the other day when I saw the Twitter, all the action. What? I was like,
Oh, no. I do listen to pods and suck my teeth and be like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, I be mad at what I listen to, but
That's part of the fun, though.
Well, part of the fun is introducing you as
Yeah.
well.
Hey.
Y'all have heard him before.
Yep.
He is the man behind all of the dopest, funniest titles from Bossip, but
That's a fact.
also he is a man of many opinions. And
That's a
I'm
fact,
really
too.
excited to have him join Selective Ignorance a lot more often. Y'all are about to hear
I done
my
came
man.
up.
Okay, here's the thing now. Because Jason Lee,
See the thing
The
is,
Jason Lee,
Jason Lee.
but you know there's
Accept
the
no
other Jason
substitutes.
Lee. So are
you gotta
what
put
is
an accent on your
are you
A.
gonna do? Are we able to be
You
like
gotta put
Ja?
the amulets.
Like can we
Yes,
just say Ja?
The
yes.
Jay-Z
So-
amulets over the
Oh,
J.
that's a good call. I should bring back the umlaut.
What's-
Yeah.
Jay-Z used to be Jayz with the umlaut over the A.
Oh.
Over the A's,
Like,
yeah.
over the A's. Yeah.
Bring
Man,
that in.
You got two
Jocelyn.
Jasons.
So
You got
that's
two
like
Jasons on the
sophisticated.
show.
That's like
Bring that
our
into
fancy-
fashion, like
Yeah,
that.
Bring back the umlaut.
Okay, so
Justice for
are
umlauts.
we gonna
like that.
though expound on your voice as Ja? Are you just gonna be Ja, or do you want to be JasonLee, the black one?
So
the full black one.
So here's what it is.
Well, because Jay,
Well,
shout out to
we do have a white Torre and a black Torre.
That's true.
there. Whoa,
There's
whoa,
the-
whoa,
there's
whoa,
Black
there's-
whoa.
Torre is the
yeah.
rapper Torre.
That's
Right,
crazy.
right,
White
yes.
Torre is Torre.
You know what's
He hates that,
crazy?
but shout out to Torre.
You know what's crazy? When y'all kept talking about, so Torre gonna come on the show.
For sure.
When y'all kept saying that, I thought it was the nigga with the curly hair with the glasses. That's the white Torre,
That's the white
right?
That's white Torre.
The rapper Torre
Oh,
is
white
black
Torre.
Torre.
That's black Torre. Yeah.
That's who I always thought y'all were trying to get me next to, because I see a lot of his videos. I
Yeah,
don't
him.
see black Torre.
He's
like
not
that.
white. He's like
He's me.
because he's
He's light skinned.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's from Brooklyn though. Shout out to Tour.
Yeah, I think he's from like Boston originally. He's
Oh,
been
no, he really white.
He got his stripes in.
Billy, he was an
But low
accent
key,
mark?
I be seeing him running around Park Slopes
He
allegedly.
always-
So
he's in Fort Greene. He's
Brooklyn-
in Fort Greene all the
yeah.
time. Yeah.
I love that we're starting off this problematic.
Yo, I saw a video of him. You're not gonna like this. He got a video. I encourage everybody to see it. It's from Torre, and it says
Which one?
the white
White
Torre.
Torre.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta stop that.
We're never he know what the reference is. He know what the reference is.
Yeah, that's
But now-
lore. That's real pod lore.
Right.
If you know,
If
you know.
you know.
If you know, you know.
But no, Torre has a excellent breakdown of why he hates Drake on YouTube.
Oh,
First
yeah,
off,
I
I
see.
won't.
It's like
I
seven
won't be
reasons.
watching it. I won't be
Seven
watching
reasons
it.
why
Oh,
he
listen.
hates Drake.
I won't be watching that. By the way, I just love that white, black, whatever, polka dot. Everybody just want to get off by talking about how they hate the biracial Drake, and ain't nobody got time to be sitting here listening to
I
why
don't
people
think they
hate people.
Well,
okay.
listen. Well, we're gonna get it. When we get into the topics later, I have more Drake slander, but that's neither here. That's neither here nor there. We'll get to that.
This is not going to be a podcast that we lean on hate Drake on. Okay,
No,
let all the other
no,
pods
We
do
don't
that shit.
like.
Listen.
We don't not like him.
Yeah, I don't not.
I
like
listen.
Drake.
I was listening to this shit the other day.
But where
I
the
fuck with him.
where the shoe fits, I'm gonna make the nigga wear it. That's
Okay.
it. But I'm gonna answer your question directly though about
Yes.
the duality of Jason Lee and
Yes,
Ja.
yeah. Give me the
yes.
duality of
So
that.
I'm not gonna let that nigga soil the brand. Like the brand of JasonLee. Like niggas know me around here. Niggas
Talk
know
to
my
him.
body.
Talk to
You
him.
know what I'm
Talk
saying?
to him.
And so like, and when they know me, they don't know me anything the way they know him. And
Nigga.
I'm the gossip nigga.
Nigga.
And
Yeah.
niggas don't know me like that. Niggas know me in a different kind of way. The niggas know me in a way of like dignity and respect and
Go
like
ahead.
you know.
That's
what
why you
I'm
need the
saying?
umlauts.
That's why you need the umlauts to let
That's
them
why you
know
need
like
it. I'm
how
telling
for
you.
real it is. So yeah, I'm not gonna let him soil the brand.
Okay.
I'm Jason Lee, and that's just what it is.
Period.
Versus.
But oh, that would be hard. I would,
Versus with a name.
I would.
Can we get that? Both Jason and
That's
that?
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. By the way, I love Jason. So
Of course,
the
he
next
does
time,
his thing.
well,
We
the
have
next time, and because you about to be up here, like y'all about to get to know this Jason Lee. Whenever that motherfucker sets foot on Atlanta soil,
Oh, we got to
we
do it.
bringing the
Oh,
we,
we got to
it's
do the
giving the
verses.
verses of
We
the
got to do
Jason
the
Lee.
verses.
It's been a long time coming.
But he got the H in Ja, so that makes him him.
Yeah.
And that's how like
The
so,
A stands for him.
right.
There you
So,
go.
but here's the thing, right? Like people that if you see me in the street, right, and you call me Jason, I know what time period in my life
Okay.
you know me from.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
From like 8th grade to through college and all of that. If you call me Ja, I know
Yep.
what point after I met
2009
you.
and beyond.
So the name came about in like 2006.
Okay. Okay.
And like I don't know if we have time to go through this whole lore or not, but it's not
Well,
even that
you're here
serious,
long
but-
enough. We'll get
We'll
to the
get
history of
we'll
Ja.
get that eventually. But yeah, but the
I
whole
thought
but
it was because you smoked greenery. I thought you were Jamaican too.
people
I was
that's
like,
that's
'cause of
normally
Ja.
normally that's how it's
That's
so
a
people
good. That's a
thought-
good
Fucking
one. Yeah.
ignorant.
I would say that shit, and people were like, "Rastafari," and I'd be like, I hate to break your, I hate to bust your bubble, player, but that's not.
I
But
did
people are
you
so
tell them I'm
sad.
actually African American?
I said I'm a nigga.
Oh, okay. There
I'm
we
a
go.
nigga, bro. but the disappointment in people's face when I tell them it's not Rastafari is always funny.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, but people know me from being a certain kind of way. So now, now that I came up in the world and I can be on this here esteemed platform,
go.
you know what I'm saying? I can introduce people to both of us.
Okay, I love
There you
that.
go.
Well, then we'll start off.
And shout to the other Torre too.
Shout out to both.
Shout out
of
to
them.
Rapper
Shout
Torre.
out,
Brooklyn.
shout out to all
Yeah.
Torres.
Shout out
He
to
came.
both
He
of
came
them.
up this year. He
Oh,
was,
yeah.
you know,
Oh, listen,
Black Music
listen.
Collective.
Torre, the
Yeah.
Torahs, y'all about to
the
lit and
Tor-
shit.
Torah.
Oh,
Like,
man.
you see what she did there?
Torahs.
Actually,
that
there's
was a
three
good
Torres.
one.
You know, there's
Listen.
Maj Torre.
Who?
You know Maj Torre?
Nah.
Maj Torre's out of Philly. He's like a political commentator.
Can we
a
stop
gun
adding
rights
to it? Like
activist.
we're
So
gonna.
what would he be?
We could do a whole versus
We got the
episode.
white and the black.
We got the white Torre, black Torre. Maj Torre would probably be
Maj.
like
Inshallah.
The Muslim Torre.
the,
Inshallah.
yeah, Muslim. Yeah.
Okay, from Philly, you got beard?
He's from Philly. Yeah.
Boy, does Philly have a look?
Allahu Akbar Torre.
So we're gonna start off.
That's
I wanna kind of just what we're gonna start doing is sharing our ignorant moments throughout the weeks, and I want to start with you. I know my ignorant moment that I've had recently that I am going to blindly share on this podcast so that y'all can keep judging me for all of eternity. But do you have a ignorant moment that you've that you realized that you want to share with the
Actually,
with
I
the
do.
world?
And it took me a minute to think about it, but it wasn't really that long ago. But,
Okay,
you know,
what'd you
ignorance
do?
should be happening, right? So I'm on the couch.
Mhm.
I get a text from my lady
Okay.
that says, I just got into a confrontation with a white man.
Uh-oh.
The fuck? Now we're on the phone. What's going on? Whoop. She says she's at the gas station trying to get gas. Some white man in a Home Depot truck was, I guess, trying to take the spot that people get greedy at the gas station.
They do.
She's trying to get in the gas pump. I guess the guy's blocking her, trying to get in, whatever the case is. She asked him, hey, I'm trying to get in this spot. Can you help? You talking to me, bitch?
The white man said
The white
this?
man said that to her. You talking to me, bitch? I know you're not talking to me, bitch. What? The gas station is right down. It's right
I was
by
about
the
to say,
crib.
how close
I
is
was
it
about
to
to
you?
ask.
Oh, nigga. Oh, nigga. I throw on some pants. Now, by this, she's like, everything is cool. I'm good. I'm about to just leave out of here. She got her gas. It had happened already.
Okay.
Nah. It might have happened already, but it ain't over. It ain't over. So I put on some pants. She don't even know this yet, but I put on some pants. I go to the gas station across the street. I'm looking for the white Home Depot van. Where's the van at? I don't see the van. I go up the street. As I'm going up the street, I see a Home Depot van pull out of the Walgreens. Buster Huey right in the middle of the street. Hold on. Mash down on this Home Depot van. We get right at the red light where both of us are side by side. I look over there. It's a brother. Long locks.
Okay.
Okay, cool. But now he's looking at me because I done ran down on him in a
I was
certain
gonna
kind of
say,
way.
yeah.
Now he's looking at
It was
me
like Las Vegas. Like,
Did
Did you,
Right.
have, did you have your assistant with you?
Oh, my assistant goes with me everywhere.
I was about to ask that too.
My assistant. Unless we somewhere in the federal building or where I was doing pat downs at, my assistant is with me. But it's not. It didn't have to be any of that. But I'm looking at this guy like, oh, all right, it's cool. But now he thinks. Now his antennas.
Now
is
he
up.
think it's
no, it's
it's
not
beef.
cool. Now he thinks he didn't say anything. He didn't get out of pocket. But I just know the look on a black man when a black man is tired of whatever the fuck is going
Right.
on. And
This is going.
yeah. So I'm like, oh, all right. Drive. Now he drives up on me. He don't say nothing. He don't roll the window down. He's just looking like, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing up, bro. We straight. I thought you was somebody else. Both went our separate ways.
Okay.
Everything was all good.
So
but,
you
but my ignorant thought was like,
but you didn't get the white man.
no, and I was mad about that. Like I'm still salty about it right now, to be honest with you.
But
like,
your ignorance was what?
my ignorance is I'm about to go down here and it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be with this white man. Because first off, who the fuck are you talking to? Second off, watch who the fuck you talking to.
You know what I was
because
gonna ask you
don't know
about
who,
that?
You don't know who that person knows. You don't know what the other side of that looks like.
Were you more irate because the man was white? Because if a black man did the same thing, would you not have had the same response?
It would have been the same thing.
Just a man talking to a woman like
It's just
that.
a little extra salt on top.
Literally salt.
A little extra,
little extra mayo.
a little extra mayo slathered on that hit sandwich where I'm like, oh, hell no.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no,
Valid.
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 no, no.
So I have also an ignorant moment that I would like to share with y'all. And it kind of leads into a little bit of what you did, but it wasn't all the way white people.
Okay.
It's a little ignorance, but it does have to do with ethnicities, I guess, and color and biases. And this is my selective ignorance. Okay. So y'all know the movers was one thing at the top of the year, but now I'm like juggling trying to find cleaners, because what I enjoy about making money is that I offload all the things that a bitch don't want to do. Fuck the domestication. I live with a cat. I ain't got a nigga, so yes, I don't want to wash dishes. I don't want to fold my clothes. I don't want to clean. Like when my house start getting a little messy, I'll be like, fuck, I gotta get a cleaner. So the cleaners that I've been having just don't do a great job. So I was like, okay. So I asked my neighbor, I said, yo, do you use a cleaning service? He's like, yeah, I use this app. So he sends me the app, of course, with his code so that he gets his little points or whatever. And so I download the app and I go, and of course it books you to cleaners that accepts the job. Y'all, I had to sit with myself because I felt so bad. So I get matched with a cleaner. Y'all, it's a dreadhead black man. And I immediately is like, this nigga ain't cleaning my house. Like,
Did you think he was Jamaican? Is that
no,
what it was?
I don't care what type of black he was. A man with dreads
It's not clean.
It's
Is that what
not
you're about to say?
cleaning my
Oh,
house the
man.
way I think a nigga supposed. Like, my house ain't gonna get cleaned by a black man.
Mm-hmm.
What
So-
if he had waves?
No,
Yeah.
This is
I
the black
don't
man
care.
period.
A black man cannot
clean.
clean the house
Damn.
like others can.
First of all, is she?
That is,
I'm not
that
gonna
is
lie.
big.
We're gonna-
That is a wide
Hold on,
brush.
hold on.
paint
We're gonna
right
get
now.
into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
She's speaking.
Mind you, and the problem is, and why I wanted someone new is because the cleaners that I was using didn't speak no English. But so they weren't getting it. Just they weren't landing. So I was like, okay, but I'm not gonna go from Aritzia
Nope.
to a nigga with dreads. So then I cancel it. Luckily, it didn't make me choose why.
Right.
But I cancel it and say, find me another cleaner. So it finds me another cleaner. The cleaner is a white woman. Now, I was willing, actually.
I feel
you
like
ready?
the white woman is.
You
what
ready?
you think of the black dude is.
I was willing to give the white woman a chance.
That's crazy.
Also because I was like, okay, she ain't gonna know who I am. Maybe this white woman knows how to clean. I don't know. But I was like, I'm gonna give her a chance. This raggedy bitch,
Yep.
2 hours before the clean, tries to cancel on me because her child is sick. Not knowing, it's fuck them kids. You think I give a fuck about your sick kid? You gotta have somebody else. Nigga, my house need
Did
clean.
she call you directly or did
No, it was through the app.
Ooh.
And she tried to cancel it, but also, if I canceled it, I was gonna get charged for canceling. So I said, bitch, you cancel it. She was like, no, it's gonna
No.
charge me. I said, well, you lose your money and gonna take
And?
your little motherfucking kid to wherever it need to go. But I was like,
Oh, not
you
yet.
know I don't give a fuck about your kid being sick. Bitch, my house need clean.
Right.
So this is all me being super selfish, super ignorant, all the things. And so I was like, damn, not giving no whites a try anymore because bitch, the nerve. So you just think you privileged enough to cancel on me 2 hours before the clean?
Should have let
And then
Dexter
you
St.
thought,
Jacques do it.
and then you thought I was going. It wasn't giving Jacques.
You should
It
have let
wasn't
Dexter
giving.
St. Jacques do
It
it.
wasn't.
You would've had your house
It
spotless.
wasn't giving Jacques Jean. Okay,
Okay.
it wasn't giving that. So, anyways, then the white woman cancels. So then I decide to go back to, not the app, to the person who speaks no English.
That's a good
And-
choice.
Well, I decided to also ask my other friend, you got any cleaners? He said, yeah, it's a husband and wife. So the husband and wife comes over and they don't do a good job. So anyways, all I know is I am willing to try hundreds of Marias to get it right because they're going to get it right. But I have zero intention on having a black man or now a white woman attempt to clean my home. And here's the other really, really ignorant and I think highly of myself. I also don't want any black women cleaning my house because I feel like they're going to know who I am.
No, that's
Or
fair.
they're going to have friends who know who I am.
That's
And
fair.
I'm very particular with where I know people know where I live. And I just feel like niggas who don't even speak Spanish not going to listen to any of the shit any of the shit I put out. But I literally was in my head, like, I'm reaching out to all my friends, like, do you have a cleaner? And what language do they speak? And what they look like? I'm literally asking what they look like. And I was just like, damn, this is real ignorant of me. But also,
No, it's safety. It's safety, and you have it's safety
well,
first.
safety and I think,
then you have a particular style and expectation of how you want your crib to be clean.
well, is it bad that I only feel like an Espanol can clean my house the right way?
Well,
I mean, make it clean.
well,
a
look at-
bitch is on ChatGPT. I made a whole list of what I want done, and then made my husband ChatGPT literally put it in
Translate it.
Spanish, and then send it to them like, "Don't leave the house till all this is done." But it's in Espanol.
Yeah, you want
Yeah, that's
you
good.
want to name the ends in an O, an A, or a
They're
Z.
gonna use Fabuloso, ammonia,
Get your house right.
bleach. They're gonna use all of the elements of clean. We don't want seventh
Hold on,
generation.
don't do that. Fabuloso, that's a nigga. We do that.
Nah, that's us.
No, that's
Wait,
Get out of here.
that's
Get out of
y'all.
here.
We
Get
do
outta
it.
here.
That's y'all.
We do it.
trying to
but from
culturally
them.
appropriate them people's
No,
cleaning.
they do that, and they'll take.
Okay. You want to know what we do?
What's up?
Hey, maybe Jason, you don't do this, or maybe y'all don't. This is okay. This is really
But
embarrassing.
I'm confused when you say we though.
Oh,
This
we
is some
is
Florida shit.
who's
it might be some Florida shit.
What side you picking? when you say
Okay,
we?
so not even really using the Fabuloso, but if you put it on the stove and boil it, your whole house smells good.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
I think that's y'all. I've heard that too.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But you think it's us, right?
I think y'all pioneered that.
It's not a bad method.
That's
It's just
how we
I never use it, but it makes sense.
But it makes sense
Yeah,
how why
100%. I might have to do that.
But yeah, okay, so am I ignorant, or is this a generational, or what is it? An American ignorance that we can all accept that we want Españols to clean our house? And should I be calling them Españols?
Probably not, but here we are.
Yeah.
Well, because they could be Dominican, Puerto Rican, Mexican, just Españols all around.
Well, here's what it speaks to. Honestly, here's what I say. It speaks to probably more than anything is that people who come here from other countries, immigrants,
they're cleaner than us.
It's not even the cleaner. It's
work harder.
It's taking pride in your work. Whatever work you do, I put in a hard day's work. This is my job. I try to do it to the best of my ability. I show up here every day. I bust my ass. I get it done. I try to do it the right way.
Yeah, Americans like to
want
cut corners.
shortcuts. Yeah,
they like to cut corners.
Yeah.
And I want no corner unwiped. Okay,
Wipe all my corn,
clean it all.
And Maria's mom is probably
not Maria's mom. I did not call them Maria. I'd rather say Espanol than Maria.
Espanol is crazy. Española. But no,
Maria.
The subject's mom probably taught her at a young age how to get in every nook and cranny, really how to clean.
Yeah.
Whereas the shortcut
let's be very clear. That's why a black man, bro. I'm
now,
sorry, moms are not.
I got an ignorant take.
Go ahead. Because what black mom? And sorry, y'all. Sorry,
man,
the
you about to
listeners.
say something crazy. Say it.
Wait. Are teaching their young black boys how to literally elbow grease, do dishes. Really?
Yes.
So
how come y'all forget when y'all grow up? Because
no, we. So look, I'm gonna drop. That's correct. Yo.
Man.
Well, ignorant conversations. I done been to enough grown men's homes. Hold on. And for the ladies listening who date men and have to go to a man's home that doesn't have the touch of a woman,
a lot too.
bro, between the bathroom, the kitchen, and I'm not even talking about how you interior decorating things.
No,
there are ways in which throughout my 20s and even into my 30s, well, no, I was with a man in my 30s, was in a relationship. But throughout my 20s, when I was going over men's homes that lived by themselves, it was like yuck.
The ceiling fan was dusty.
It's not even the dust. It was like the other shit. Like dust, okay, maybe you're not dusting the ceiling fan. But in terms of as a grown man, why does your home look like this? And why, after I'm supposed to suck your dick and do everything else, I'm being judged as to why I'm not cleaning your house. Like, that's been a constant thing. Even men with money, right? Like, when I used to get flown out, a man would be like, oh, I'm not wifey material because when he go to practice and come back, the house ain't clean. Nigga, why are you flying me into a dirty house?
To a dirty house. That's valid, though.
And so, okay, it sounded brash when I started it off. I get it. But,
no,
bro, as an adult,
I know people going to be in, Mandy, because I like to do that shit.
That's fine.
You work hard. You work hard. You work to get to that place where you can do these things. There's no foul, no harm, no foul there. So you should be entitled to have these services. However, ignorant take.
The fact that you lean back.
Let it fly,
and I mean this in the most respectful
I want you to
way.
be more ignorant
I don't
than
want
me.
people to be listening like, oh, so what you trying to say? You might have blocked your own blessing. That could have been your soulmate.
Oh,
I was thinking the same thing.
Wow.
You could have got your house clean and contact.
He probably would have drawn up some good conversations with her, and then she would have found out, oh, he has aspirations.
Do you think I talk
tech.
to my cleaners?
Well, you have to.
Well,
No, focus
if you're gonna
on
be
the
there.
clean. I'm not. No, I don't want to talk to the person just cleaning my home.
Well, she worried that her drawers are going to end up on eBay. That's what it comes
See what I
down
mean?
to.
It could be that.
That's what she's worried about.
That'd be
but
crazy.
I will say this, though.
My
Me,
soulmate.
when I was single,
boy,
I was notorious. If I go to a woman's house and I go to the bathroom, I'm peeling back that shower curtain.
Say it.
I'm peeling back that shower
And what did
curtain.
you find? What did you find, Josh? Say
Soap
it.
scum.
Oh.
makeup marks.
Makeup marks are not
drain
bad.
full of hair.
That's not
What
bad.
about the razor?
The razor
with the thing is not clean.
It might be a new razor and a rusty razor right next to each other.
So what? We forgot to throw the old one away.
Nah.
It's not as bad as what a man's bathroom. We not doing that.
I'm pretty sure you see
However,
some
You
wild
think
shit.
I want to eat the pussy of a rusty razor shave?
Okay, but maybe that's just sitting there.
No.
You know what's crazy about that though? You know what's crazy about that? Bringing up, we all went to one music fest together, and what's crazy is I walked into the man's bathroom because the woman's line was way too long.
I seen that too. I seen when you walked out.
Yo, shut up.
I was like, oh,
I
this
will
nigga.
say, in terms of public restrooms,
Oh yeah,
women's public restrooms
foul
are
ways.
the most. I can't believe I eat pussy when I go into those restrooms. It is the most disgusting place.
I haven't heard a woman that says it.
No.
Saying it's like
It is one of the most disgusting places
ever.
and ever. And I don't understand why women, when they go out in public and have to use the restroom, why apparently they don't understand the concept of wiping their seats, rolling up their pads, double flushing if there's still blood or remnants left in. It is the most foulest place. Like, fuck. I know everybody just did the haunted houses and shit during Halloween. I know that I can't think of, actually, in my head, something more disgusting than the public female restroom.
Well, this is why dicks are convenient, because we can have urinals. We can just step in there. We don't, and plus y'all don't want to sit on the seat, so it's a whole
Very
lot of women
sanitary.
in and out
Nobody
there
Very sanitary.
squatting on the joint,
Well,
and it's just spraying
well.
all over. Y'all don't have no control, so it's just
Hold on.
all over the place.
My knees are not strong, and if
You do sit.
in the best of restrooms, well, they have the papers,
yeah.
that you can. And I normally do 3 if they have like the ones that are
Right.
already
Yeah,
shaped.
yeah,
if they're
yeah.
already shaped like the
Right,
seat,
yeah.
3
yeah.
'cause it's
Three
too
steps,
thin.
yeah.
And then if not, which sucks, especially if you got to pee real bad, I line the seats. I'm gonna sit, but I'm gonna line it first.
No, I was saying 3. Like,
oh no,
it should be more than
raw
3.
bare ass. No, 3 ain't bad. But I'm
just-
not raw bare assing a seat.
No.
I just seen this Instagram video of this. I don't know what. I mean, listen. She said she was a scientist. We'll just take that with a grain of salt, whatever it
Don't
is.
do this.
But the lady was trying to make an argument for the fact that
Nope.
public restroom seats are
I seen that.
cleaner than a lot of people's
Cell phones.
cell phones or in home like bathrooms you think is like the good bathroom. He said a lot of times the public bathroom is actually more clean and or you
This is
have,
why Mandy don't believe science.
Bro, this is why. Because see what I mean?
After Maria cleaned Esteban cleans the seats, then it's
then
clean.
it is clean.
No,
Before that.
but not before that. Like, you got multiple asses. Mind you, white people don't even if they don't shave their lower legs, they don't shave.
White people don't what? White
They
people
don't.
don't
They
what?
don't
And you
wipe.
accepted a white person.
No. I accepted a white person, and then she pissed me off because she thought I gave a fuck about her kid being sick. Damn, I be sounding like trash on this goddamn podcast. You know what? Let's get into fucking This Is America. Let's talk about the goddamn country we live in. All right, let's just do the Epstein files. Trump made it seem like we should be so excited that he passed the bill to release these Epstein files. Again, not only do I question science when it's, proposed to us as facts, I question everything the fucking government decides to feed us, right? And so apparently we're supposed to be given these Epstein files and believe them to be true in nature to what apparently it is. Now, they are supposed to be redacting some shit. Apparently, Ja, you said you heard that they're pretty much gonna redact all the Republican names and only give us the Democratic names.
So the rumor that was going around after the House passed the vote was that, after the Senate passed the vote, was that, okay, the files are going to come out, but Republicans are going to try to redact all Republican names, any reference to anyone on the conservative side, and the only names that were going to be left were Democrat names that had some relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. But I don't believe it's true. I never heard that confirmed by any news source or anybody credible. That was just something that people started talking about on the internet after this thing happened. But that's like, who's going to believe that? No one's going to believe that Bill Clinton was the only person that knew Jeffrey Epstein. Like, we've seen.
Okay, but here's my question then. With when it comes to the Epstein files, if there was so much damaging information, and it's what's being alluded about Trump. I do like the question as to why the Biden administration just didn't release these.
There was an ongoing investigation.
Yeah, I'd say part of it was they couldn't
Why?
because it was an ongoing investigation.
But the nigga died.
I know, but still,
Ghislaine is already in jail. Like, to me, what was the investigation? There's a list.
So
the niggas are already in jail or dead.
Yeah, but their investigation also ends up being like twofold because there'll be like a House investigation and then a federal investigation.
Process.
And so like one goes on, then when the other one goes on, the second one, and it's a lot of like bureaucratic process that makes it just drawn out.
And not for nothing, they're trying to.
And they didn't explain that well, by the way.
Yeah. The messaging wasn't great on that, but they're trying to. But now Republicans are trying to run this same thing because now they're saying, oh well, Trump is going to demand the DOJ have another investigation.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
also,
it's like
here's my question about this too. The Epstein files. Epstein died when?
2019.
So 2019. It is 2025, right?
26,
He
yeah.
was locked up prior to that. In terms of a lot of sex crimes, and it's what we talk about a lot.
Convicted
there's-
prior to that too.
Well,
yes.
But that's my thing. There's a statute of limitations on a lot of sex crimes, right? And so if what we're deeming to be unraveled in these Epstein files, what does it matter this much longer outside of public opinion? But outside of public opinion, a lot of people that would assumably be in these files can't be charged for the crimes that are
I think monetary lawsuits, right? Like I think it's like
from
monetary
family members
lawsuits
and stuff like
from like family and some of the
company-
victims
The
still.
victims are
and also,
very-
but there's also
because the
still,
victims
like,
are coming out saying
Yeah.
that they're in these files.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
there's still like shame that exists, right? Like Trump,
Yeah.
like Trump's superpowers, like he has no shame, right? Like he says wild shit, and
Right.
like, he doesn't go down. But like some people, like there's this dude Larry Summers, who's like the typical like Republican
Big
before
donor.
Trump. Yeah, like big donor. He
Big
used to be the
donor.
president of Harvard. He
Mhm.
was like a head of like economic committees in the White House. He's like classic like Republican dude. And so like he was in the files because he was emailing Epstein trying to get advice on like how to date this young girl, right? And
A
so like
girl
for him,
that works for him.
a girl that worked for him.
But
So
young
there's
girl,
like, there's
but
like a
of
little bit of
age?
shame,
But of
No,
age?
of age, but too
yeah.
young for him, right? And so
Yeah.
nothing illegal, but he still
Subjective.
has like that old school shame, and so like he resigned from the job that he had right now. Like that was like the old school way shit used to work.
And
Now-
also, like, people don't.
now like people is like impervious to that shit. Like they're just gonna keep like talking through it.
Well, that's the thing about it, right? There is that impression that obviously we know Trump doesn't really have a lot of shame, but people under Trump still do. There's a lot of Republican names that aren't Trump or Ted Cruz or people who we see talked about in the news every day that probably don't want they shit on the street.
It's crazy
At
because
all.
but when we lean into ignorance, right, especially of this country, we're no longer ignorant to the fact that we know old rich white men and niggas with money and niggas with power are kinky ass, nasty ass motherfuckers. Like, so a lot of the things that could come out, of course they do that. Like, I don't even think where we're at right now in 2025, I don't think we as a people would be surprised to hear what niggas is doing on islands on their time off. To be fair, it's what we're seeing like with the response from the whole Diddy trial. Bro, they're not surprised.
Well, no one will be surprised, but I still think most of this is Trump's fault. Like, he ran his campaign saying
The first time,
saying that these things were going to come out. The people that he put in positions, Dan Bongino, head Secret Service director, FBI director, Kash Patel.
Kash Patel's the FBI.
I'm Kash
nothing to do with
Patel,
CIA.
yeah, CIA. That's what it is. Dan Bongino's head of the CIA. They are on this. Like, before Democrats was even saying anything about the Epstein files or wasn't talking about it in a mainstream kind of way.
Okay.
Trump's own people were on this Epstein thing because a lot of their I guess conservative drain the swamp thing is about pedophilia, Pizzagate, and all that kind of shit. That didn't just come out of a vacuum. They really want to attack and get rid of pedophiles
Man,
in
let me
America,
go ahead and
which
do
is
my
great.
Wayfair order now, because it's going to come out that Wayfair was really selling kids out them cabinets.
And no one's gonna be surprised.
No,
But it's
that's
like,
what
but
do
you
y'all
still-
care? I want to ask the room, because for the people even listening, at the end of the day, it's a whole bunch of white people that was doing some fucked up shit that we already know they were probably doing it. That's why they've been trying to hide it this long. Do we care?
It's gotta come out.
We don't care, but we don't vote for them, right? Like the people that vote for them
okay.
have like their Christian values, like that Florida Christian shit, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think, but what happens if
It's all fake.
what happens if you're a celebrity and you get invited and you go and you see this shit and over time you don't say anything, you just know it happens or whatever, and then you keep your mouth shut. Then it's like, oh wow, we got these files, and it's like, oh shit, well I was at the island before. I might
Yeah,
be in
but
there.
it's the same thing that we're hearing even with the Diddy parties, right? People are admitting, I've gone to Diddy parties, but I never saw
So,
the
right.
things that, you know, we're talking about. I think even us bringing up the Christian values too, and I want to keep it Trump and keep it all the stuff here. It's interesting because when we talk about Christian values, I guess kids, no one gives a fuck about that. We see what happens in the Catholic Church even. But the fact that now we're seeing this uproar or people being irate to see that this nigga might be bisexual or might have had a dick or two in or around his mouth. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what y'all mad at? Like, that he might have grabbed some dick. He already admitted to grabbing coochie. Y'all wasn't even mad at him grabbing women by the pussy. But now he might have been around some penises. Y'all are in an uproar, which is also crazy considering just a couple months ago, he on his goddamn plane talking about, I ain't going to heaven. So,
He said,
like,
I don't know about that.
I don't know. And so even when we talk about the Trump administration leaning heavily into religious values, it's like your leader right now has also kind of shamed the parts of the religious belief system that y'all really align yourself with.
Well, he was never a Christian. Like he was never like he's not a he was a proxy for white Christian nationalists to be able to feel good about who they were voting for and who they were supporting. But that man doesn't know shit about church.
Yeah,
that man doesn't know shit about the Bible or God. Like, that's not his bag. And he's been a public figure now for 45 years. And
I gotta look. The only church he might have went to is the Yeezy Church. Because we know Kanye was
that's
standing
crazy.
beside him a couple of years ago.
He went to Yeezy Church. He went to Jimmy Carter funeral.
Oh,
Outside
my-
of that, I can't tell you shit about no church that Donald Trump ever been to in his life. That's about as far as it's going to go publicly for Donald Trump.
Right.
But ultimately, like, yeah, I don't care as from the standpoint of I wake up every day thinking about whether, but yeah, I do want this shit to come out. I do want it, and the thing about it is that Republicans are fighting this. Democrats aren't really fighting this, and there's going to be Democratic names in there. At one point, Bill Clinton was still stumping for Kamala Harris last election. He was still, so he's still a major figure in the party, and Democrats are, at least on the face of it, are willing to say everyone can cook. Yeah, everyone can cook. It doesn't matter if it's our team, your team, whatever it is. Everybody can get it, and I think that's what the American people want. Trump ran on draining the swamp, and all his Republican people were down for it because they know that this shit is corrupt too.
The only thing I guess I would like from this standpoint would be if these files go, especially seeing what just happened with the government shutdown and us only having 8 Democratic votes, it would be that people step down that are Republican and we're able to reshift some of what's happening
before the midterms.
Yeah. With what's happening. If people step down, and the only problem is too, I guess, of course, checks and balances. Does this also allow Trump to reappoint whoever steps down, or do we go into different votes? Like, this is something that I don't think we've ever witnessed, like, to where all 3 branches of the government can have people impacted by these files.
I mean, I think some of that stuff you cross that bridge when you get to it. But I do want to say this because we've talked about like all the other angles of this thing. But I do want to make sure we say this part about it. The reason that all this has happened is not really just because of Donald Trump and the Republicans who want it, and not just because of the Democrats who want it. A real big reason why this is happening is because the victims are not fucking around.
Okay.
Right? These people are traumatized. They've had their lives changed by this shit, and they are pushing the line on it. They have political backing and they have media backing. The media is not going to let this story go. So
I will say, with Elon running X and whatever's happening over at Meta, I will say it has been the way a lot of the victims were being pushed into our faces around Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and all these other things. I, myself, my algorithm, I've seen very little of the victims of the Epstein files.
You know what's crazy about that too?
Very
it's
little.
like the like, you know how Ja mentioned earlier, like the Pizzagate and all that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like Republicans do interesting things around like words and languages, right? And so like speaking of the victims and maybe why you don't see them, a lot of what they're trying to do now is like they're playing around with the idea of kids and young ladies. right? And so like
Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly is like first and foremost of them. Like a lot of these victims are like 14 years old. And so like now you'll have like Republican figures in media who they'll say like, oh, these young women, right? Because they're trying to paint them as an idea like these guys had kinks for young women who, because they want you to think that they were 18 and 19 and 20. And not like teenagers, right?
Okay.
Because they're trying to like bury the idea like these victims are, you know, these were just fast women who are loose and like now they're regretting it, which I'm sure like that's a framework that I'm sure.
I mean, it works.
Probably,
yeah.
And to your point, we didn't see these women as like we don't see pictures of them as little girls.
We don't.
We're seeing
a lot
them
of
for
them
the first time as grown people.
Yeah, we are.
So when they say young women,
and significantly, they're like 35, 40.
Yeah, it's been 25 years since a lot of this stuff happened. So now when you see their faces and you hear the words young women, for some people, to Jason's point, that would just let them like, oh, okay.
Well, not only that, when a woman is in her 30s or 40s coming out about a sexual assault, unfortunately, and it's the ignorance within our community that we see, and not even community, I would say society, is that, well, what took you so long? So if a girl was experiencing this level of abuse at 13, 14, 15 years old and just now coming out speaking on it, unfortunately, the census, and it's what we've seen with a lot of women who come out about their abuse, is, well, why didn't you say something when it happened? And again, I think you're right. I think it's skewing what really took place because a lot of these women were actual children.
And hope I don't have any faith that this will change people's lens on these type of situations, on sexual assaults, rapes, etc.
Me neither.
But there's like a cognitive dissonance of conservative people in general, right, in society, but in this case, conservative people who hate Jeffrey Epstein, who think Jeffrey Epstein rightfully was a piece of shit. But they think that if anyone else says that they were abused, or then it's automatic, like you said, what took you so long? Or that didn't really happen. The jump is to defend other people, but they're so confident that Jeffrey Epstein, they know for a fact that Jeffrey Epstein did this, and wouldn't have any compassion for other people who come out and say they've been sexually assaulted, they've been raped, et cetera, by other people. It becomes this question of like, prove it to me.
Yeah,
that's I mean, and you can't right now.
That's just not.
It's he say versus she say. That's essentially what's happening here. Yeah, it sucks.
But it's like he say versus like they say.
They
like
say,
all
yeah,
these women, you know
all
what I mean?
of these women, of course,
and
of
it's
course,
still
of course.
to your point.
I think it's goofy, but not as goofy as Nicki Minaj, who 2 weeks ago chose to speak at the United Nations in support of the Trump administration and their concern around what's happening with the Christians in Nigeria. It's interesting because I guess over the last couple of weeks, the presidents of the Barbs are coming out saying they no longer support Nicki Minaj. And there's been a few people that's done it.
One leader of the pack that
like Milan Christopher, he did it. And to be fair, since she's been going on these rants over the last couple months, people have been, of course, noting her follower count dropping by the hundreds of thousands. So she's lost quite a bit of the support in her Barbs. She is ruining her legacy, is what we're seeing. And do we have a clip that we want to play? Because I know, here's my issue, where a lot of people are upset that Nicki Minaj went up there and spoke at the United Nations on behalf of the Trump administration. However, she is allowed to have concern over a religious group that is experiencing, there's a human element of
allegedly.
Allegedly. Cool. However, one of the things that people are confused about and why this is happening, and boy, not me shouting out Amanda Seales, but I was able to understand maybe what's the angle here. And Amanda Seales did a great job in kind of expressing why Trump might have any sort of care about what's happening in Nigeria. And let's hear what she has to say.
Nicki Minaj working with Trump admin on plight of Christians in Nigeria. Either she's getting a check,
Ding.
or she was MAGA the whole time,
Ding.
or she's genuinely thinks that she's doing something good, which, by the way, is why y'all need to have people around you that know more than you. And by
I
y'all, I
appreciated
don't
this.
just mean celebrities.
Nope.
Everybody. Everybody should have people around them that they can consult with, that think differently than you, that hold you in a place of values.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you understand what's happening here
Y'all listen
with
to
the
this.
plight of Christians in Nigeria, there is a plight of Christians in Nigeria. However, the U.S., what does that have to do with the United States?
Zero.
The United States is using this
Here we go.
as a ploy, as a proxy, to find their way into Nigeria so that they can then find their way into the Sahel states of Burkina Faso, Mali, and
Here we
Niger,
go.
who, as you know, are coming together to begin a process of Pan-Africanism on the continent. They are taking back their resources from France.
Yep.
They are saying we are going to build our own infrastructures. This undermines the global empire's goal, and so they have to try and shut it down. Now, we saw earlier this year with AFRICOM and that coon, that general who tried to say, oh, you know, they got some problems going down in Burkina Faso. They're continuing to try to make this happen the same way that they're making fetch happen in Venezuela right now.
Mm-hmm. We can stop it there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really interesting because, again, we just talked about how Trump, you ain't really Christian. Now you care about the plight of Christians all the way in Nigeria.
You got
mind you, not sure if Trump or Nicki Minaj has ever even stepped foot in Nigeria. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, we know she's been to Prague. Can you even spell it? but I'm not sure if she's gone to Nigeria. And so even her having this, even if she had a spiritual awakening to care about this plight that's happening on the continent of Africa and what's happening across these different countries, I'm like, girl, you are standing next to someone who is going against not only people of color, but immigrants. Mind you, you are from Trinidad. So you are aligning yourself with someone who not only goes against a lot of people of color, you're also going against someone who is against LGBTQIA plus rights, which in fact is your fan base.
Also, just to stay on Trinidad real quick, Venezuela is right there. And there's an issue between Venezuela and Trinidad right now that I believe looks like is to be exploited. And that's why it's like, why? And then
what
usually
are you doing? Girl, you being used.
When people, there's usually a precursor to that. Like we've had some kind of sample size that suggests that she cares. Or anyone in that position.
I don't think
it
I've ever.
It just happened.
But that's why it's such a good con, right? Like the whole because like the way that she like defends herself, she's like you guys don't care about people.
Yeah,
you don't care about Christians, and so it's like it's a good con that like Republicans use with that, and that's why like Christians get played, right? So it's like Trump doesn't care about a church or any of that stuff, but he knows that like if he says a couple of these words and waves a magic wand, this group is gonna get activated, and so like for Nicki, who's probably just we know she's like doom scrolling just like all of us. Like, you know, she's just looking and she's like, oh my God, these Christians are in trouble. Like, and then it's like wording, right? It's like, who are the Christians in trouble from? Muslims, right? So then like now it makes it so easy to kind of like activate like that certain base in the US to then turn on them.
And then you activate this and care about Christians who, for the most part, and yes, I'm going to say I don't give a fuck, do not care about the LGBTQIA plus community because it goes against their religious beliefs, who oddly enough, are the biggest supporters of Nicki Minaj.
Sure.
Yeah. So who are we activating here? Who are we actually acting like cares? Like, and for her to act like she does care, it goes against this religious essential group that goes against everyone who supported you damn near your entire career.
Well, the whole thing on both sides, it makes your like cynicism senses tingle, right? Because on the government side, I don't like the government, at least under this administration. I'll try to cast a smaller net than I was about to, but at least under this administration, I don't believe in any altruistic agenda that this government has. They're not trying to help people. They're not looking out for the well-being of others. That's not the reason that they're doing this, right? On Nicki's side of it, I agree with you. I think she is being used, but I think her willingness to be used is honestly just because it's for her, it's like a good look in her mind. Because when else would Nicki Minaj be attached to the White House or the UN?
I ain't gonna lie. Maybe she want her rapist brother to be pardoned. I don't know.
Maybe so.
Maybe you know what I mean?
But like for her, I'm Nicki Minaj. I get to stand up in this prestigious position and talk about something like Christianity. Like she probably looks at it like this is a win-win situation for her. I get a good look and I get to talk about Christianity. How can anyone be mad at me for this?
It's interesting because it brings it. You saying that immediately made me think of the Philadelphia Eagles. And the players who chose not to go to the White House. You know what I mean? Here we go. All right.
However,
all right.
The defending Super Bowl champion,
we got an Eagles fan on the mic.
Right.
But it reminds me of that as
but Saquon.
As someone who's I
love Saquon, but
again,
when I see him in Homeboy, I'm like,
what is it? All skin folk ain't kin folk?
Yeah.
And so you do still have black people who feel like being on that podium it's important. It looks of some
good
sort.
for me to be that, and with and this is probably going to piss off the Barbs too, but like the difference between her and Cardi is that like it was you or Jayson that talked about like you would have seen a precursor to this behavior. Like
Cardi speaks on politics.
I'm glad you mentioned her. Let's go.
All the time. She said these things on her lives and on her Instagram all the time. So Cardi standing up there with Kamala Harris, as much as people want to denounce the idea of bringing celebrities and rappers into the DNC or whatever, she cares.
She cares.
You can tell she cares about this stuff, and she's thought about this a long time. And
since she was on the poll, it started.
No, back in
10
years ago, she interviewed Bernie Sanders.
10
years ago.
And so it's interesting. You're right. We've not seen Nicki Minaj be vocal
in this way,
in any way politically
about anything. And like even when I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched enough of it just to get an idea of how she performed. And the first thing she said, she got up there, I'm very nervous. Okay, fine, I get it. You're nervous. You're standing in front of. But also, if you care this deeply about something, even if I was nervous, if something was really on my heart and there was 100,000 people in the crowd, I could still be able to speak and from my heart and be convincing and talk to people as if I know that I give a fuck.
Facts.
Sitting there reading a paper about this speech about Nigerians and Christians and how this thing, it just doesn't come off as genuine in any way, shape, or form. So it's just like that whole thing. I think she just wants the look of saying.
We're gonna get mad spam emails now.
She's performative. Yeah, I mean, I just wish that wasn't the case.
Is she performative or does she get played?
No, both. I mean, she's unwell.
You say it a lot. Everybody got a price.
Oh, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. We don't know if it was the check, if she was promised to pardon, if she genuinely we don't know because we don't know the same way celebrities don't get paid to perform at the Super Bowl or they don't get paid. Like we don't know if this was paid or if she just got the invite and was so excited to be behind that podium and have that look. We don't know why she of all people chose to speak.
We didn't see no reaction within the United Nations when she said that speech. Did you see anything?
Oh no, I didn't see any reaction. I mean, listen,
it's almost like she was in a room by herself.
Yeah, because the people in the room that she's talking to don't respect her. The people that wanted her to come on there to say that don't respect her.
I mean, it's the same way when
everyone's playing the game.
When we saw Trump next to fucking Wayne and next to Kodak, and it's all of this shit
just
look goofy, bro.
It's all goofy, but it's all for looks. Trump doesn't give a damn about what happens to Wayne or give a damn about what happens to Kodak. And somebody probably at the UN who is on their media team saw Nicki saying these tweets and was just like, "Oh,
let's get her up here.
Here's an opportunity."
Yep. That's what it was.
And she was gonna go. She wasn't gonna say no because this is an opportunity for me to be in this prestigious.
Well, no, and that's what I'm saying. She seemed like she was just so excited to be mentioned on the White House page and social media page because they did her little TikTok trend that they're like, "Oh, she'll come up here." That's what I'm saying. I don't even know if it was for a bag.
That's foolish.
Don't even know if it was for a bag.
It's all foolish.
Well, let's get into celebrities said the darnest things because they do. Look at me. I'm already signed. Bruh, I be so annoyed. Let's play this clip. So the game recently sat down on. It's the show that I don't know what this show is. It's
a Kurt Franklin show.
Well, and it's men.
Den of Kings.
Yeah. Den of Kings, and it's men who sit around and talk about their mental health. Let's go ahead and play this clip. You might have to chop it up because it's kind of long.
You got it.
But let's play this shit.
Times like when I was in my 20s and my 30s, it was just an exchange. You know what I'm saying? It was, hey, I'm giving you this, we having our moment, and then I'm gonna get back to my life. You get back to yours. No emotions because you're young. Everybody got their whole life ahead of them. When you get in your 40s, man, you start feeling like you womanized, and I'm taking emotions home with me, or she's taking emotions out the door with her. If you are, living that type of lifestyle, and I'm like not sleeping good after that because I feel like I had no pure intentions for this person, and this person is also late, 30s or mid 30s, and they got a life, and so like when you got when you're young and you're dealing with a young woman, ain't nobody tripping. It's all good. But when you're older and you know that woman has trauma from her past relationship and all of that, and dinner is cool. Going out on a date is cool. But then once you start getting intimate with people and you know for sure that they are invested in you even a little bit, and you have no, you ain't talking to this person after tomorrow, man. You carry like, you
start feeling it. You didn't care.
Thank you for cutting off Matt Barnes, because that's the last person we want to hear from with this conversation. The man who at the top of the year just cheated on his wife with 8 women within 30 days. All found out by a private investigator, by the way. Let's not.
That's a tough one.
Let's cut off. I don't care that he's on the Black Effect Network. I don't give a fuck.
You got cousins that do shit.
He is well into his 40s, still cutting the fuck up.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck.
That is a theme.
I'm glad that you cut off while he was like, yeah, man, yeah.
You know what that clip reminds me of? Do y'all remember?
The fuck out of here. By the way, hold on. By the way, not only is this a table. First off, let's talk about the messengers. The game is saying this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The game, who, if you guys are unaware, just welcomed a new baby into the world with Evelyn Lozada's daughter.
Congrats.
The same man who publicly was out here, full-blown
Finger
relationship,
popping.
finger popping India Love, fresh out of
High
teenage
school.
years.
Yeah.
Then we have Matt Barnes. I already said what I had to say about Matt Barnes. Not sure about Dion Cole or Big Boy, who's also at the table. But then we have motherfucking Kirk Franklin, who don't like his gay son. So this table,
we taking shots at Kirk too.
I don't give a bruh. And so it's like these group of men.
Can I trigger you?
That well into their 40s, you could trigger me after I've already triggered.
As I say,
because
going.
what this clip essentially is saying to all the women out there, if you dealing with a nigga under 40, he gonna waste your time.
Yeah.
Because these niggas don't know no better. But then also, based on the table, when they in their 40s, they still gonna waste your time, sis. Because what are we talking about? Like, at his big age of 40, Evelyn Lozada's daughter still don't have a ring on her finger. You made her a baby mama.
Yeah.
You
Another one.
Another one. Like, in terms of Matt Barnes, you have a wife right now who's now a single mother, divorcee of fucking 5 children that she's now raising by herself.
I feel like worse than the action is like the almost like the reward he wants for the awakening. Like, it reminds me of like
do you want us to? Oh my god!
But that's what he wants. It's like that. It's like that Chris Rock routine where he's like, "I take care of my kids."
Yeah.
And it's like he wants an applaud for, and that's like, yo, that's a baseline.
You want an applause
right?
for the acknowledgement, but if
that wasn't that deep.
But bro, but
like
also if you genuinely felt like that, if you genuinely knew better, you do better, and you wouldn't have just made another baby. Mind you, I think Evelyn Lozada's daughter might be 31, so still early 30s. Let me look that up. Actually, I'm gonna look it up.
Well, here's
but he's 45, and like that's something he should like. Again, good statement. He said much better if it was like 13 years ago.
Well, that's the problem, right?
Shanice, by the way, just turned 32.
Okay. Well, yeah, but that's what I was gonna say, Jay. Is that like
Still young.
he didn't say anything wrong, but you have to consider the messenger, because I guess my question is like, okay, what does those words sound like a good thing? But like, I think what we got to get to in society in general, when people say things that, okay, yeah, that sounds like the right thing to do, but what does it look like in practice? And in practice, I guess my question is, if I came up to the game and was like, hey, nigga, where the hoes at?
Oh, he know.
You would point me to the hoes. Mm-hmm. If I said, hey, game, I got some hoes.
He would say, follow me.
Follow me. Come ride. You a Jayson, I'm a Jayson. Let's go.
By the way,
You selling it now?
I do like the game.
Right.
This isn't.
Pyro.
Hey,
No.
no. Here you go. Shut your ass up. Shut up.
Yeah,
Look
hey,
at you
King,
bringing up the
that
gay
was
shit.
mad
Yo,
funny.
chill.
This nigga
No,
said Mandii B.
That was like episode 3.
Bruh.
Where we going
Bruh,
back to?
I
That was a
like
good
the game.
callback.
I like his music.
You're right.
If this was on mute, I would still watch it because he looks good. He's a fine brother. But to me, again, back to Messenger, at the age of 45, at this shared table of men, I just feel like we're in an echo chamber of men knowing how to say the things that maybe we want to hear. Again, the acknowledgement of it is there. You know it, but the practice is not.
Yeah,
We're not seeing men execute or practice the things that they actually know, which is why when I opened up, I was like, damn, a lot of these niggas do know that they know. So it's not like, it's not what it is selective ignorance. Here you go. You know better. You genuinely don't choose to do better. And in terms of dating and wasting women's time, this is a constant thing. It's what kind of, and I don't know if we even got to talk about it, but it's the same conversation around Big Sean being with Janae Aiko for 10 years and not doing what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to bring our big sister Grace.
Here we go. Why? I don't like that hoe.
I know, but
We don't even got the same daddy.
So
I don't know why you keep wanting to bring that
She's
bitch
adopted.
around.
But look, what if the game perspective has changed in how maybe he had a self-reflective moment in that interim of having another child where he's able to sit on the platform now and say, hey, I'm evolved. I'm done. I'm doing the work. Maybe he's in therapy. Maybe that's how he's able to to articulate that. But to your point, I think we still have to. Now that he put that out there, let's see what happens the next 12 months.
How it goes?
Let's the 20.
Because you have to live that.
Right, and that's the thing. Because once you put yourself out there now, saying that you corrected your ways and you have compassion and you understand, where you landed with these women previously, then I want to see the growth now. I want to see the growth.
The growth would have been him saying that, and then also saying like, and we're engaged.
But that's what I'm saying.
And we're engaged.
Right,
We're gonna have a family.
Right.
We're gonna be
But
Right.
also
What's the
to-
example? Right. Because there's other kids, other gentlemen, young men that follow him, that hold his words to a high standard.
But to reach this place of awareness at fucking 45,
Well, that's right, and that's
So-
where
bruh.
with a 32-year-old girlfriend. Like my thing is, it's like when again the notion.
And
of what
we
he
don't know if
said-
that's his girlfriend. That's his
what he
baby mama.
said- What he
right
said
now.
was good, right? Like in a vacuum, what he said was good. When men say this, the part that pisses me off the most about it is like, men know how to men like him know how to get pussy, right?
Well,
and
he
that's
ain't gotta try
different.
hard.
And but that's different than like getting a
Sometimes
companion. That's different than getting a companion or starting a family. And it's like just knowing women, right? Like if you have kids, and Game has kids, so he knows this.
Yeah.
If you're a woman and you're over 35 and you're pregnant, that's considered high risk, right? And so again, like the Big Sean and the Janae Aiko, it's like men will lead these women on for years, and then they're like 36, 38, 42, and then they're like peace, and then they leave, and it's like, all right, cool. So now this woman has to start all over, right? Like if she wants to start a family, it's going to be high risk. And it's like, yo, you like when she was in like certain years where she could have had this family and listened to all the shit that you were saying, like you was just bullshitting. You was just bullshitting, and now you're putting her in a position where it's just making her life harder. And so it's like for him to say that now at 45 with this 32-year-old girlfriend or baby's mom, like we don't know what it is. Like
Right, we don't.
that's why I just feel so empty. And that's why it doesn't feel like a moment where he like educated people. Like
A lot of these words that are spewed onto these mics feel empty. Like
yeah.
because they come again from spaces where it sounds good, but it's not being practiced. And so for me, when I saw that clip, I was just like, but then I also was just like, damn. So do I need to skew older than 45? Like, does a man not realize like this until later?
I think you got to take it on a case-by-case basis, because I think there's some men who, I know they might, to women, they probably don't feel like plentiful in the dating pool. But I think there's some men who know they want to get married, know they want to have a family, and whether they find that person or not at whatever age, that's up to them in the universe how they connect. But
I want to know
You
just
could
because
see
I'm
Mandii with a
well,
quarter zip?
I'm in a shut your
A
ass up.
55-year-old quarter zip?
Yeah,
what's a quarter zip?
100%.
Got a quarter zip. It's funny. I was gonna wear a quarter zip too.
A quarter zip, some Cole Hans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a quarter zip.
No,
Nah, that ain't no quarter zip.
Well, if it didn't have the the continuum zipper.
Oh wait, you're talking about just the zipper that
teacher.
comes from the titties?
A teacher.
That is so dumb.
Would you date?
A teacher, yeah.
Would you date a 55-year-old teacher?
How about a principal?
A principal. Yeah, he'd have to be a principal.
He'd have to own the school.
Right. Right. A school administrator.
Did you see Mandii walking with a suede elbow patch?
No.
I can't imagine.
You know what's crazy? I like, bro. The last guy I was with was 17 years my senior. I don't mind older guys,
Okay.
but also he had a lot of unlearning to do.
Okay, but did he wear corduroy blazers?
No, he didn't wear corduroy blazers.
You ever dated a dude that were Wallabies? Clarks?
I don't even know these words that y'all are saying. Bro,
You lived in New York all
suede,
those years.
like
You don't
suede
know
elbow.
what
They're trying to give you
Wallabies
different
Bro,
examples. of
I
men.
don't even know these words that y'all are saying.
We're going to send you what
Well,
Wallabies
yeah,
Clarks
well,
are. And then
well,
she probably dated somebody that wore.
Wallaby Clarks?
Yeah. Wallabies is the style of it. Clarks is the brand.
Yeah, Clark is a brand of
Yeah.
shoe.
You know what it is. It's a type of shoe.
When you
definitely
see
like
them,
New
you
York.
know,
Yeah.
for sure you know that you see it.
You see in Brooklyn, like God.
Yeah, there's no way you lived in New York.
I've never
all the
even
time.
dated a guy in Brooklyn. Calm
No?
down. I don't look at niggas in Brooklyn.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
What? I don't like Brooklyn niggas.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
we-
my
we-
ignorance. I'm aware.
Damn.
Yeah. anyways, speaking of Brooklyn, we're gonna talk about rabbis. What? That's
That is a professional
like that?
transition.
Yo, that
Speaking of
perfect
Brooklyn,
location.
we're going to talk about rabbis is
In
crazy.
Yo,
That is wild.
listen.
don't go to Williamsburg no more.
Listen,
Bedford, it's no fly zone for Mandii.
listen. I told y'all, if y'all listen to all the episodes, like Brooklyn was the first place I saw the Hasidic Jews, okay? I got to see the little hats with the curls and the skirts and the wigs. Like, that is a whole
Oh,
world,
no, it's a
you know?
movement. It's a
They got
movement.
their own
Shout
school
out.
buses,
Yeah.
hospitals. Like, they close down based on when they want to close down. It's crazy. But let's get into our thoughts. Young Thug recently sat with a rabbi. We've also seen other celebrities do this as well, such as Kanye, Kyrie. I wasn't aware
Eric
of Deshaun Jackson, which again is another former Eagle. Azalea Banks, we just don't even need to talk about her ass. We kind of can because she's doing some goofy shit too. But Young Thug visited a rabbi and asked for a spiritual reset. This was after clearly his release recently of prison. And we have a clip for this.
Yeah, the audio is funny, but let's play it here.
This is crazy. Who's talking?
That's the music there, but it's just him talking to Rabbi Yoshi Yahu Yosef.
Are they holding
Pinto.
hands?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you
Okay,
didn't see Ye?
Wait a
man.
second. Is there first off, you know it's on mute, or is it just music playing? Is that
No,
why?
it's just music playing. Every clip of this is just music playing. You can't. They did it so you can't hear the crosstalk.
What language are they speaking? Because the rabbi doesn't speak English,
well,
right?
The guy right there that's above his shoulder, he's translating.
Translating.
Yeah. He's the same guy that was in the Kanye when he visited the rabbi.
How you say whoop-de-doo in Hebrew?
Whoop-de-doo.
See, look,
That's
he's
what I need to
translating
know.
right now. He's telling him, I thought that you could practice like Santeria. There's other ways. Not saying that that's not an effective way. I just don't know too much about.
But with the spiritual reset, does this mean they're becoming Jewish?
Yeah, I don't know what
Are
that
they
means. That was
converting?
gonna be my
Well, you know
question,
what?
is
Let me
like,
go
what does
back.
that
With
mean?
Kanye, he was asking for atonement for things he
Yeah.
said about the Jewish community. He was
asking for forgiveness.
Right, forgiveness, and he was trying to correct his
Trying to
ways.
get right with
That
God.
I get.
Right.
What
Now,
the fuck
with
is
Thug?
what is Thug doing? Because
I
I
don't
thought, okay, this is gonna be ignorant.
Go ahead. Let it rip.
Shouldn't he be going to like Muhammad, Allah,
Yeah.
or something
So,
like
I
that?
was gonna
Like
say-
out
That's
of
what I-
prison,
that's what I
don't
would
they go
say, yeah.
Muslim?
Rappers used to like
Farrakhan is tired of
That's
these
what I'm
niggas. He
saying,
said, I'm
like,
tired.
how
I gave y'all game
Yeah,
for
Farrakhan
40
didn't answer his
years,
phone. That's
and y'all ain't listening.
He said, go to him.
Because I'm like, how did Farrakhan lose his juice?
Nation
with
of
rappers?
Islam
Like,
is fed up.
That
They
used to be
like,
the
ugh.
regular thing. Like, if you was a rapper and you got woke,
Well,
you went
then
to
you
go
go-
sit with Minister Farrakhan,
That's what
and
happened.
you got your life right, and you start moving.
He
a different
changed his
way.
number.
Like, something.
He's like, I'm done.
Yeah. That's weird.
This is confusing.
Yeah, it's confusing. I just finished this book on John Singleton that my homeboy wrote, and there's a chapter with John Singleton, same thing. Like, it was going through some shit, and he went to a rabbi instead of going to like a different type of minister. And I was confused when I got to that chapter. I was like, why would he just go to a rabbi? Like, why wouldn't he go to somebody in his own denomination? Like that's
But
the part
also,
that's
what happened to
confusing.
Okay, and maybe they don't align with a religion, but the Christian religion amongst us, I feel like it's still Christian and then Muslim for our community, not you, Jason.
Yeah.
But for Black people, right?
We super Catholic.
Okay. Oh, you're Catholic. You're the third one, I guess.
Yeah.
But why they're going to these outside religions that they're least familiar with, that their family members and friends probably are least familiar
And
with.
we have no idea.
Like,
who
why
Sammy Davis
aren't they
Jr.
going
is.
to a pastor?
Mandii, do you think they feel less judged if they go outside of their own denomination?
But that doesn't make sense to me either. Like, in terms of what your religious belief system is, or what you've probably been raised around, you should feel more inclined to go to that religion to ask for
Facts.
forgiveness
You would
or
think.
to have a spiritual reset. The same way, who did we just see? Or maybe it was just like one of those influencers. I just saw a grown man get baptized, right? Or you go and pledge your allegiance to the church. Like, those are ways that what?
Pledge your
Allegiance to the church.
What is it
how-
called?
and how-
You divide your-
and how
Yeah.
disrespectful is it that
Shut
with
the
all
fuck up,
these
Chuck.
mega,
You
with
know
all
what
these
I'm fucking be- all the
these
mega
mega churches in Atlanta, Thug
Thug
said I'm going
Thug said I'm
outside.
going to the rabbis.
Yeah, you didn't go get TD Jakes. You didn't go get Pastor Jamal
You didn't go
Bryant.
to you didn't go to
You
Change
didn't go to
Church.
yeah. You didn't go to Creflo Dollar.
Yeah.
You
You know
Creflo
didn't
Dollar,
go.
OG,
Like,
what?
yeah,
But
like-
Y'all wouldn't think it's like a therapist where it's like you're trying to find your
First
match?
off, we know he don't believe in therapy.
He probably listened to the
I know,
episode.
I
He
know that.
listened.
He probably
He's taking
listened to
your
the episode.
advice, but he just went to the.
He went to a rabbi.
But I wonder, like, Creflo Dollar probably knows who he is, so he's probably like, I'm gonna go the farthest away from somebody who don't know who I am, who can't.
But why
judge me.
publicize it then?
Hey,
That's
now-
another
hey,
thing.
hey, now he
If
doing
it's
it-
spiritual, why publicize
That's a good
it?
question.
Hey,
That's a good
Thug-
question.
Thug going away. I choose my cleaners. Let me go to these
Yo.
niggas who don't speak English. Let me go to the niggas who don't listen to my music.
'Cause they gonna do the job?
Because they gonna do the job.
but also, is it a thing like, again, this is me being like Captain Cynical, but like in this time period, is there a chance that Thug just thinks, let me align with someone Jewish? And
For
and,
what,
and,
though?
and that will well, I mean, if he's one of these niggas who, and I can see Thug being one of these niggas, is he one of these niggas who think that like, okay, Jews run the world, Jews run the bank,
Right.
Jews run everything, so these are the most powerful people, so I need to be
In
with
his
them.
ignorant take.
I mean,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
he
which
be
is
with them
essentially, let's be
because-
very clear, which is essentially what we see Floyd Mayweather doing.
Oh, he gave it up way worse.
gave-
He took
And
it to
earlier,
that
and
other-
earlier too. He did it. He was
him-
doing
he
it for a
been
while
doing
now.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Him and Eric Adams are fighting to be the most Jewish niggas in America right now because they both
He
wild
said,
out.
I
Like,
served you as a New York mayor,
bro,
but
like,
bigger than that, I'm your brother.
bro, you were the mayor of New York. You didn't serve Israel as the mayor of New York.
Yeah,
my
no.
nigga.
Well,
Like,
I
what are you
mean, to her
doing?
point, William. I
Well,
mean,
nah.
I don't want no smoke with nobody.
I mean,
I'm just-
Brooklyn has the biggest Israeli population outside of Israel.
Oh, I'm sure.
Literally.
But they in Brooklyn. They not in Israel. He didn't serve the
He didn't
people
go to
of
Brooklyn, right? He didn't
Israel.
go to Bedford Avenue and say, "Hey,
Right, you
Yeah,
right, you right,
like,
you
It's,
right.
it's still it's still New York's interest. versus-
Yeah, so it's just like I don't understand why you have to go that far.
I don't get it.
Have you ever had like a white homie who was like too eager to like defend black honor?
I mean, to me, it's
I feel like
also
I
Like
say that
people,
on my-
like people accuse Rosenberg of this a lot, right? Like Rosenberg, something that happened in the black community, Rosenberg goes super hard, and it's like I don't know if you believe what you're saying or not, but you're just going so hard that it almost becomes caricature-ish, to where it's like, okay, not that you shouldn't say the right thing, but like.
misinterpretation
Oh,
coming
but
in
it's
5,
like
4, 3,
trying
2, 1.
yeah, but it's,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
You know that.
You're trying to find the
Yeah,
source
it's
of
coming.
your
I know it's
attention.
just-
like, but it's like you're working overtime to prove that
prove,
you're down, and I'm just like, bro, you ain't got to do all of that.
It's just interesting. I'm looking up right now to the musical references of a prayer or God in Thug's work, because I feel like he has aligned himself with Christianity and a God.
He ain't never said
Jesus and
Yahweh
Christ.
not one time. I promise you, Thug has never said Yahweh.
By the way, which is also crazy. Safe. He literally thanks God and thanks Allah. So there's two religions that you could have leaned on, and you chose to go be with the rabbi. Make it make
And
sense.
I also,
He
this is
said,
my-
y'all know
I
me, y'all
pray
know
to
where I
God. He
live.
says he prays to God,
pretty
something
much.
on God. There's a lot of records where he talks to God.
as a big rap fan, I don't believe a lot of these rappers when they mention Allah. I think they just be saying it because it fit in the bar, but I don't think they have any
And it
spiritual
sounds
connection.
weighty.
It
Right.
fits-
Now
wait,
you
fits
say
in the bar.
Allah,
They
it
don't,
sounds.
they don't,
Allah
they don't know
rap?
that. They
What
don't
is
know
Allah
the
rap?
mathematics.
I'm saying,
No.
in the cadence of whatever they're talking about, they throw that in there as to
Right,
make
right.
it
It's
sound
the
like
word.
Yeah.
adjacent to some. They're not Muslim.
Look at me
for the
trying to
most
think of
part.
words that
Yeah.
rhyme with Allah.
No, it's just in the moment. Like they'll do that shit. And I'm like, oh, come on, stop it. Just to your point, like you see the.
I mean,
the
a lot of this
hypocrisy.
shit is fucking performative.
You gotta check them. You gotta
Absolutely.
check them.
Absolutely.
It's performative.
Today's
as fuck.
mathematics.
And I'm mad because as a Thug fan,
Yeah.
really wish him and a lot of these niggas would just stop showing up on my social media. Just drop the music.
No
I'm
one's
sick
making
of-
music no more.
I'm sick of the
They're
bullshit.
making content.
Bruh,
Mhm.
I
That's
don't want to
it.
see you sitting with a goddamn rabbi.
Mm.
I don't want to hear you talk about therapy. I just need you, and you better have not gotten my good sis Mariah the scientist pregnant. You better not.
I'm shocked she's not pregnant already, to be honest
Well,
with you.
there's rumors around.
Oh,
it,
okay.
and
I
it-
want to say, like,
I'll be pissed. Anyways, before we get out of here, let's do a Am I Ignorant, Jason?
Let's do it. We doing 1, 2. What we doing?
We're doing one.
All right. So do you want to do one boyfriend one, relationship one, or one a family one?
Let's do family because we in the holiday season.
All right.
Let's
so
do a
see here.
family one.
Was it ignorant to refuse to split my inheritance with my cousins?
Already,
So
yes.
Here's the scenario.
Oh wait,
they gave us.
cousins though, maybe not. Go
Cousins,
ahead.
right? They said my grandmother passed and left me $25,000. Specifically, me, not my cousins. She lived with my parents for years, and I was the one who took her to her appointments, handled her medications, and spent weekends with her. Now, my cousins are demanding I share because family money should stay in the family, they said. They also said grandma was old and, quote, didn't understand finances when she wrote her will.
Clearly, 'cause only
One of my
25,000.
cousins, one of my cousins even said I manipulated my grandmother into leaving it to me. I told him I'm not sharing because I actually earned the inheritance through years of caregiving and they never offered to help her. Now the family's divided and I'm being called greedy. Was I ignorant to keep their inheritance as is, or are they ignorant for acting like they were entitled to something?
They ignorant
didn't
for thinking they
contribute to?
even entitled.
And how many niggas is it? How
But
many
not only
cousins?
that, it's only $25,000.
That's what I'm saying. It's
That
like
don't go
8
too far in
cousins?
this economy,
That's
okay?
$100.
That's like 4 cartons of eggs, okay?
Right. right.
pretty much.
Not a
So
lot.
what do you?
Honestly, when it comes to this, cousins are never considered direct family. So in terms of wills and inheritance and stuff like that, cousins.
Oh,
and,
because of the grandmother, I guess they feel.
no,
It's a grandmother though.
Yeah.
no, that's still not
No, I'm
direct.
saying that's why they feel
They
like
feel
that.
that,
Not
yeah.
saying that. I think the person who
They're all
If
grandchildren.
there's a caregiver, a caregiver, taker, whatever, then they
That's
have to
them.
hold that. Like, yo, we acknowledge that you took care of grandma, and it is what it is. Plus, 25 grand is like
25 grand, right? How many is we
Yeah,
split?
and usually when you're a caretaker, you're it's sweat equity in terms of the
Yep.
time and energy
Sweat
and
equity is
effort and
real.
love, right?
Yeah.
That's
I ain't gonna hold you, player. Cut them cousins off. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't think that
the family's divided.
you should feel ignorant for keeping it. We are in a recession. You need every
run that back.
goddamn coin you can get.
Yep.
And apparently, it's not every penny anymore because they're not making those no more. But
Yeah.
but you need, like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I hate when people feel entitled to money. If it wasn't left to you and the will literally said this goes to me, bitch, it go to me. Y'all feeling like I'm entitled to split it with y'all motherfuckers? Y'all got me fucked up.
Facts.
Yeah. I mean, it's to your point, like it's 25 grand.
Yeah.
Like, I buy your niggas a steak or something.
Yeah.
We go to dinner and
Y'all can get the Wagyu,
Yeah,
the porterhouse.
ball out. I go buy a
One
$2,000 meal. Yeah, I would go buy y'all a $2,000 meal. We go sit down and eat up all the good shit y'all ever wanted to eat, and then we gonna go about our business.
And then you have fun shitting it out.
Right.
That's all you getting.
Now, what I would
Damn.
say is this: if it was significantly more money,
Yeah.
and you do love your cousins. If these aren't your direct family, whatever, but if you love your cousins and grandma leaves you $25 million,
Then yes.
cool, give them a couple dollars, help everybody out the way you can, and then
But
y'all go back.
$25,000 ain't enough.
What I'm gonna do? Give you $1,500?
Literally.
$2,000 to
And
do
it probably
what?
doesn't meet the expenses that was put out.
Oh, not at all.
But not only that,
part.
and let's be very clear. In terms of talking about people when you give them stuff, right? He could have gave them $1,500, $2,000. Do you know how many people would still feel like that ain't enough?
Of course they would.
It's never enough.
Never
A
enough.
lot of times when we deal with family, nothing you do is ever enough. And so the entitlement that normally comes from our family members or our close friends or even sometimes our spouses, fuck them. The entitlement is you can never do enough for some people. And so again, we don't know how many cousins, we don't know what you would have given them or what would have made them feel like it, like did they want to bust it down equally? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I think people too. It's like with your grandparents. It's like you get older and your relationship with some changes, and I think they probably have like this idea of like what their relationship was with their grandmother. Whereas like the person who got the money, like they saw a much different side where they take care of them. So it's like to me, it's not even equal. Like
I agree.
you were there at the end, all that. Like that's just part traumatic, part hard work. Like take the bag.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, you in this case are not the ignorant one. It's your cousins. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. I guess before we get out of here, I do want to let y'all know where I'll be for the rest of the month and shout some things out. If you are in Atlanta, Georgia, you can catch me and A King. We will have a moment at Jingle Ball on the 18th at the State Farm Arena. So if you see us, speak to us. Also, if you haven't yet, make sure you get my book, No Holds Barred, A Dual Manifesto of Sexual Exploration and Power. If you're looking to give it as a gift and you also live in Atlanta, you can get the signed copy from Weezy and I over at the Barnes and Nobles in Buckhead.
Pick that thing up.
Yeah, go ahead and cop that. And what else did I have to say? Oh, if you are interested in joining me, y'all know I have been coined as now a carnival chaser. I am doing Kingdom Carnival in Ghana. I will be there. This is with the same group that I went to Malta with last year. So shout out to Soka Abisa. I will be there. Let me give you all the dates. April 23rd to 28th. Go to @Abisa Soka to get your tickets. The link is in their bio, but it's Carnival Kingdom, Ghana 2026. I will be there. And again, I'm really excited for y'all to be introduced to more of Ja and his thoughts.
Yeah,
Ja,
buddy.
let the people know, where they can follow you, and if you have anything going on before the year ends.
You can follow me on Twitter, even though I don't really be there no more like that. But
That's crazy. Yeah,
Threads.
Yeah, shout to Threads.
That's
Shout to
crazy.
Threads.
Black
Tw-
Threads.
Twitter turned into Walmart and Threads turned into Target.
Before
all, yeah.
Facts.
But you can follow me on Twitter at Hip Hop Obama. You can follow me on Instagram at Mr. Hip Hop Obama. And if you clean houses, hop in Mandie's DMs.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
And let her know how good you clean houses.
Shut the fuck up. And of course, thank y'all to my super producers joining me here. Y'all make sure you rate, subscribe, follow wherever you listen to this podcast. Make sure you check it out over on the iHeart radio app as well. And y'all, this is another episode of Selective Ignorance, where curiosity lives, controversy thrives, and conversations matter. See y'all next week.